What's up, everybody? On my quest to binge watch all the Resident Evil movies before I saw the final chapter, here we are, balls deep in round two. Resident Evil Apocalypse is actually more watchable than the first one. Is it a great movie? No, not even close. Is it watchable? Yeah, it actually kind of is. I was actually able to sit through this entire movie without being, like, obscenely annoyed by it. The trouble is, after you see the first two movies in a franchise, you're kind of like, okay, there's gonna be some tropes about these movies that are, like, unfucking voidable. I'll name those tropes later. I'm gonna start with the positive shit first. I'm gonna say I liked more of the action scenes in this movie than I did in the last one, probably because they had a little bit more of a budget, I believe. Or maybe they were just outside more so they didn't have to build sets as much and spend as much money on it. I'm not sure. I don't care about this franchise enough to look up shit like that. A lot of the action scenes, though, are a little bit, like, over the top. You're just like, physics is kind of thrown out the window a little bit, just a little bit. But it makes for some decent eye candy, so it's like, alright. The chick that they got to play Jill Valentine was super hot, and that's about the only positive thing I can say about that. Mike Epps is in the movie, and I actually like him because he's funny. And in this movie, he's kind of stupid, but he's still pretty funny, actually. Like, there's some, like, intentionally cheesy, stupid, funny shit that happens, where in my head I was like, okay, you guys are trying a little bit too hard, but actually I kind of chuckled at some of the things that he said. And I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like they used less special effects in this one. They kind of sort of brought back the end monster from the first Resident Evil, but there was only, like, one scene with a few of them. And, like, the big bad monster in the end is, like, a practical, like, thing. Which, it did look a little bit ridiculous, but I actually liked the way the practical effects kind of, like, came out. Like, the character design is just kind of like, where the fuck did you come up with that? But the execution of that design actually came out pretty alright, in my opinion. Like, he looks like something, like, that could fit in, like, a futuristic Warcraft. I don't know why that's the thing that I'm coming up with, but that's what I feel like. It would be an appropriate setting. The music took a bit of a dip in this one, though. It's not bad, but it's like, it wasn't as good as the first one. Like, I loved the music in the first movie. And this one, it was just kind of like, it was just there, you know, whatever. And I liked that the movie was a little bit more self-aware this time around. Like, when somebody gets bit, Mila Jovovich's character, Alice, like, just lays it out on the table and says it exactly like it is. Like, they don't fucking pussyfoot around it like they did in the first one. Somebody gets bit and she, like, points a gun at his head, and everyone's like, no, don't do that. And she just lays it all out. She's just like, here's what's gonna happen. Eventually, you're gonna die. Then you're gonna turn, then you're gonna try and kill your friends, and you'll probably succeed. Which is why it's better to take care of it now. There was none of that in the first movie. Everybody was just fucking clueless in the first movie. Like, how do we kill these things? Do we shoot them 50 times instead of just 5? It's like, no, motherfucker, shoot them in the head. If somebody gets bit, shoot them in the head before they turn. Even if you've never seen a zombie movie, obvious shit. Don't treat the audience like they're stupid. We all know that zombies die when you fucking shoot them in the head. So that was a vast improvement. And I also thought Mila Jovovich acted a little bit better in this one. It could have been, like, who she was being directed by, but I just thought she churned out a better performance this time around, even though she didn't really say a whole lot in the first movie, now that I think about it. But either way, it was better than the first one. Onto the bad shit, there's a lot of things in it that just don't make sense, that are just like, why would that be in the movie? At one point, Mike Epps is driving a car down a street, and then a couple of, like, zombie, like, strippers will, like, walk out of a fucking strip club and their titties are all hanging out and whatever. And of course, Mike Epps, like, looks at them, but he stares at them for, like, more than 30 seconds, and then he ends up crashing the car. Like, I know it's hard for a pimp, but I mean, like, I know that this guy has seen titties before. Like, his character starts off at a police station, like, you know, he's played around with some tits in his day, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that was fucking stupid. And like I said, the chick that got to play Jill Valentine was super hot, and nothing else matters. She's not a good actress at all. They don't spend a lot of time with her character other than the fact that she's a goody two-shoes who wants everybody to live, but we all know that's not fucking realistic, right? Oh, another thing that wasn't bad, a guy called Jared Harris is in this movie, and I like him a lot. He's a good actor. He plays the dad in the wheelchair who, like, propositions everybody to go find his daughter. But the rest of the acting is just no. Just fucking no. Most of the time it's mediocre at best. And I don't know if any of you have seen A Christmas Story, but the one bully who's got the red hair and the freckles and he's wearing some dead varmint on his head, I don't know if it's a beaver or a raccoon or what, that dude is in this movie all grown up, and he plays one of the SWAT team guys. And I don't know if it was him or somebody else, but whoever it was did some of the poorest ADR work I've ever heard in my life. And when I say that, I mean the voice dubbing that they do in post-production. It sounds so fucking goofy. Because he's supposed to have, like, a Russian accent, and I'm just like, this fucking guy doesn't sound like that at all. That was stupid. The ending made no fucking sense. Like, I still don't get what exactly happened. And then there's the pre-ending where there's, like, a fist fight, and you're like, okay, one of you is, like, 4 times the size of the other one. Like, how the fuck is that gonna happen? That was unrealistic and stupid. And, you don't really care about any of the characters that die. But it's like I say, this movie's not, it's not good, but it's not, like, offensively bad. It's definitely watchable. Like, you're not watching the whole movie and, like, cringing every 5 seconds. So I'm gonna stick it with a 4.8 at this point. I can't give it a positive review, but it's not bad. I'll say it's a decent film. I wouldn't pay more than $1 to watch it, though, but hey, that's just me. But anyway, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Did you see this movie? Does it hold up for you? Let me know. Drop in the comments. Let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this review, like, subscribe, all that other shit, and I'll catch you guys later.